Prospects Graduate Careers website can be found at prospects.ac.uk. It's often a good place to start to raise your awareness of jobs and industries. It can help you understand what's out there, confirm your initial career interests, or even make you realise that something might not be what you thought. It's also a good place to look before networking or getting work experience. This short video will introduce you to a couple of key ways prospects can help you. But don't forget that once you've looked, or if you have other questions, you can always talk things through with a careers advisor. So if you don't know what sort of industry sector or area you want to work in, you can look at the job sector list, and you can find this under the Jobs and Work Experience tab. So this is quite a big list of lots of different job sectors, and one way you could do it is to have a look through it and use it as a filter, and then just pick sectors that you're interested in. So maybe pick the top 3 or 4 sectors, and then you can delve deeper into those, so you're not looking at everything. So once you've found a sector you're interested in, if you click through, you'll find that there are a range of articles in there about the sector, which are usually got some really good information in. One that's usually worth having a look at is the overview article, and within the overview articles that it tells you a bit about the different areas of the sector, who the graduate employers are, what it's like, what the key issues are. So really useful stuff you can start to build a picture of the industry on. If you want to start your search for jobs looking through your actual degree, you can do this too. So if you go to the Careers Advice tab and then click on What Can I Do With My Degree, there's a list of degree subjects here, and you can just pick your degree subject, and you will be led through to a list of job options directly related to your degree and other jobs where your degree would be useful, so ones that are not quite as directly related. And they're not your whole options, of course, but they are a good starting point sometimes. So once you're ready to find out more about a specific job, you can actually look at job profiles. There's a number of ways to access these. One is through the graduate jobs articles in the sector information, like the one we just looked at. Another is by doing a search for the actual job title, if you know a particular job title or there's something you're interested in. So you can enter that in the search terms box. And the other way is through the job profiles section. So if you go into Jobs and Work Experience, there is a job profiles section here. So we find that job profiles are really useful to students and graduates, especially if they don't yet know much about a particular job. They can give you a more detailed picture of what the job actually is day to day, and what's involved in it, and how to get to that job. So we're going to have a quick look at job profile. Go through here. So if you wanted to be, for example, a business advisor, this is your job profile. And through here you can see that there's information on the responsibilities of the job. So that's the kind of what does it do day to day. There's salary information, qualifications information, skills. It's talking about working hours here, ideas for getting work experience. There's usually a kind of a what to expect section, what it's actually like in the job, and lots of places like that, really useful stuff. So they're well worth having a look at, and don't overlook the information in job profiles if you're doing applications or CVs. So something like the skills information can be really, really used to supplement what's in a job advert, so you can target that CV and things like that. And also knowing about the responsibilities and what the job is day to day can be really, really useful in terms of tailoring job applications and preparing for job interviews as well. We do find sometimes that people come and see us and they've used prospects, but they've had a sort of information overload, and it means they've not taken a lot in and don't find it helpful. So to get the most out of it, it's a really good idea to not try to do everything at once. Break it down into smaller sessions with an aim. You know, today I'm going to research this job or this sector. It's really useful to keep notes of what you realise. You might be rejecting jobs for a particular reason, or something may really appeal to you. So document it so it's not lost. And lastly, be really critical and analytical. When you're looking at the job profiles and the information, ask yourself, is this me? Can I see myself doing that? Are these skills I have or ones I want to develop? And if you do that when you look at the job profiles, you'll be starting to evaluate your suitability for the roles much more realistically. So these are the key things most students and graduates tend to use prospects for. But there's lots of other information available on the site which you might find helpful. So there's a lot under the Jobs and Work Experience tab, Postgraduate Study and Careers Advice, which obviously you can have a look at. But lastly, don't forget you can always talk things through with a careers advisor no matter what stage you're at.